Welcome to the beer review of me, Jake. So today we're looking at two beers from the Aldi supermarket. This is part of their 10-4 brewing range, which is just sort of like a craft range of beers that they have. And we're looking at the lager coming in at 4.1%. I think they call it a British lager. Coming in at 4.1%. And the New England IPA coming in at 4.5%. Which is not particularly an IPA. But anywho, these have come out recent-ish, and Aldi is my sort of big shop of choice, and I was just intrigued. I don't have much hope for them. It'll be interesting to sort of see how a sort of a £1.50 per can range of craft beer sort of holds up. And this lager is interesting. It's brewed with 100% British ingredients. So, sorry, I've got a lot of light coming in. So if the shadows change, that's why. So, I mean, it's a utopian rival. 100% British ingredients. Okay, then, so the lager first. I mean, it is absolutely pin bright, quite effervescent. But let's go for a little sniff, shall we? Yeah, it's not the nicest smelling beer. The redeeming features of the aroma for me are there's a grassiness to it, a slight sort of generic citrus character, but there's a little bit of a green apple tinge, a little bit of a sulphury tinge to it as well. Not the worst beer I've ever smelled, but also not the best. Let's go for a little taste. Cheers. The green apple carries through to the taste. It ends quite sweet. It doesn't have that sort of crisp dryness that I want from a lager. It's sort of a bit slick and a bit oily. It is almost giving me sort of a bit of a generic British blonde ale sort of vibe, a bit like Adnams Lighthouse or something like that, rather than a lager. I mean, it's not horrendous, but I think there's actually probably better lagers you could buy at the supermarket. I don't know why you'd want to sort of fork out that extra sort of 50p when there's a 99p bottle of lager that's more lagery and will do the job. So that one's a bit of a bust. And sort of it's got a bit of a, what was it, Fox's Mints look about it as well. Anyway, let's move on from the lager. Let's move that glass over there and let's go for the New England IPA coming in at a staggering 4.5%. So, I mean, that's pale ale territory or session IPA territory. What does it say on the back to tell us anything about hoppage or anything? Big, juicy tropical fruit flavours of mango and pineapple with a soft mouthfeel and low bitterness. I mean, that's the definition of a New England IPA, I suppose, in a way. Let's see what this one looks like. So it's actually poured a lot better than I was expecting it to be. It's hazy, deep sort of orange colour, quite a nice frothy rocky head on top. Judging from the pour, that doesn't look like a badly conditioned beer at all. Let's go for the smell on this bad boy. Okay, I mean the first thing that came to my mind was like fairy liquid, like lemon scented fairy liquid. A little bit of a orange peel thing going on with it. A slight toffee note. There's something quite mushroomy about it. Smells like uncooked mushrooms. That's all. It's all quite slight stuff. It is quite a light aroma. Let's go for a little taste, shall we, and see what this is like. Cheers. Ooh. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it per se. It's very, very bland, very boring. Quite a soft mouthfeel. It's low bitterness, like they said. There is a very slight mango edge to it. Imagine someone eating like a piece of mango and then like coughing on you. That's sort of the slightness of it. oh man, there is not much flavour at all, really. Extremely boring, but technically nothing wrong with it. Even though these are relatively cheap beers, I think my consensus is don't bother. I feel like with the lager, you can get cheaper stuff at Aldi. That's better than that, so you don't need to pay that extra. And this, I'll just, if you want New England IPA, get a New England IPA. I don't quite know what this is doing here. I mean, the light is just crazy on these cans now. Look, whoa. I mean, they're not drain pours, but for me, just not worth it. Should we try and get these out of the sun a little bit? Can't really do it. So if you have had beers from the 10-4 range, or any of the new Aldi beers, let me know in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on them. I don't think it's been the most well-received release from Aldi, but I'd love to know your take on it. So that has been everything from 10-4 Brewing's Lager and 10-4 Brewing's New England IPA. I've been Jake. Remember to like and subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.